Hey everybody, this is Keith here, and today I want to show you this really special Rolls-Royce Silver Spirit. It's a 1986 model. There are many rare features about this car. First off, the color. It's vermilion red. I've personally never seen a Rolls-Royce Silver Spirit in vermilion red. I've seen lots of Bentleys, Mulsannes, 8s, Turbo Rs. I've seen them in this color, but I've never seen a Rolls in this color. The mileage, 68,000, genuine low miles. So you're getting to see what a great example looks like here if you're comparing it to another one in your area. Another rare feature, the roof. We've got the black Everflex roof, which is extraordinarily rare here in the UK. I've never seen one on a Silver Spirit. I've seen them on the Spurs. In fact, every single Spur in America I've ever seen has had one, aside from one car. But in the UK, it's just not something you find a lot. And again, I've never ever seen one anywhere in the world on a Silver Spirit. The headlamps. You've got the headlamps here, which are a twin round headlamp conversion from the boring normal square ones. Looks much sportier, suits the color, suits the alloy, suits the interior much better. You've got the badge bar with your Rolls-Royce Enthusiast Club, your RAC membership, and your AA Motor Club membership. Retractable flying lady. You can see all of the chrome is in excellent shape. We've got the just awesome white wall tires on alloy, aluminum, or as they say over here, aluminium wheels, which is just so much nicer than the hubcaps that you usually see on these Silver Spirits. It only gets better going inside the car. So check this out. This is a really nice inlay that they've got. So you've got you've pretty much got 3 different types of wood here. You've got the top of the door cap, then you've got the thin inlay that borders the insert with 2 other different types of wood, and it just looks fantastic. You can see there's like no corrosion on these alloys. All of the paint appears original. I don't see any overspray or tape lines anywhere. The Everflex roof, outstanding condition. There's no lifting, no bubbling under the roof. Underneath the rear windscreen, which is a common area for rust and corrosion on these cars, none present that I can see. You can see my reflection in the paint there, holding up my funky green iPad case. And yeah, so inside, again, I've never seen black leather with red piping on a Rolls-Royce. We have the color matched footrests. Everything's intact. All of the carpet is bordered with the red. Just phenomenal. You'll see up front the dash. The dash is red underneath the woodwork there. Very rare. All right, well, look, check out the front here. Again, the same woodwork flows from the driver's door into the dash, where you have a burr walnut. Dash pad's in outstanding condition, no lifting. The driver's seat has virtually, zero wear on it. I mean, look at these bolsters. You don't see leather this clean on the Silver Spirits and Spurs from this era. And same can be said from the Bentleys of this era. It's the nicest one I've ever come across, to be quite blunt. All right, now, and again, it's only getting better. We open up the rear, the boot here. We've got a picnic basket, umbrella, and loads of documents that come with this car. The full Rolls-Royce toolkit is there. Every piece is present. You've got the Rolls-Royce logo there on the tools. Absolutely phenomenal. CD changer behind my camera bag here. You can see that there. Power antenna, it works excellently. Radio works great. A lot of these cars, you don't get any reception. Not the case with this one. And now inside here, you've just got got piles and piles and piles of receipts, old photographs documenting the history of the car. I mean, just tons and tons of receipts and history. We actually have every MOT certificate going back to 1993. That's the annual inspection that's done here in the UK. Ministry of Transportation inspection certificate. We've got every single one, all the details dating back to 1993. We've got the history of every single person who's ever owned this car. There's been a few male and female owners. All of them, aside from one, have been business owners. There's one well-known British painter that has owned this car. Aside from that, all business owners. The last gentleman that had the car was 77 years old, and this was his baby. He really loved it. The condition, I just can't say enough good things about it. It's, you know, I've got cars with 40,000 miles, and they're not as nice as this. And they're not as special as this either. I've got to say, it is the sportiest Rolls-Royce Silver Spirit, this chassis, I've ever come across. All right, I'm inside the cabin now. You can see all of our controls are here. Seats, everything works. Power mirrors, everything works. All of your power windows, your intermittent, your wipers there. The fuel cap very often doesn't work on these cars. It does on this one. All gauges are intact. You can see we've got 68,000 miles. Let me go ahead and lift the bonnet here. Okay, so it's just under the steering wheel. We'll go back outside just to show you what it looks like. Everything is super clean. All of your signage is intact. Nothing's worn. You know, you'll see that missing on a lot of cars. All of your stickers perfectly intact. A lot of cars you'll see a lot of corrosion around the radiator. Not the case with this one. Your fan, your belts, everything totally intact. The fan shield, or shroud as we say, totally intact. No tears in any of the air inlet pipe. Walk around to the other side. Love that flying lady. All right. And the car starts instantly with the turn of the key. There's your paint code and trim number there. That's that. Go inside here. There's your Vin Plate. Okay. So some of these cars, or a lot of these cars actually, you know, you'll turn the key, you'll have to pump the gas pedal a few times to get it up and going. It's not the case with this car. You turn the key, it starts right up instantly, and you're good to go. No warning lights or any nonsense. We've got a bunch of keys and little fobs and stuff that come with this car, as you can see here. The nice thing about these spares cost about £2 because there's no chips or anything in them. So we've turned the car to run. You can see all the gauges are starting to initialize. Radio's on. I'll turn that down a little bit there. Okay. We'll turn the key. That's it. You'll see no warning lights are on. All of the brake levels, mineral oil, everything's smooth and intact. We've got our oil pressures rising. Our alternator, you can see their voltage if I rev it up. Everything's great. Heater's on. It's very cold outside. Well, I guess it's 16 degrees now. I'm from Florida. That's super cold. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put it in drive and go for a drive. So yeah, you can hear the heater, the aircon, it all works. Put my window down here. You see the window goes down nice and fast. It's That's exactly what you want to see. I want to adjust my mirror. Just use this bad boy here. There you go. All adjusted. Go ahead, put that window right back up. And that's the speed you like to see on these cars. You know, it's very normal for them to be stuck all together or to move very, very slowly or only an inch or so. But this car, everything's really good. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna say is the tracking is nice and straight. The suspension feels awesome. It's kind of like a nice floaty couch, you know. There's nothing really that quite feels like a Rolls-Royce from this time period as far as the suspension goes on the road. You've got this hydraulic leveling system, and just the sheer weight of the car and the quality of the leather and the plushness of the seats, there's just nothing that feels like it. It's really like, you know, you're driving your sofa around town. It's so comfortable. What else to note? So the window seals are excellent. A lot of these cars, you'll have a little bit of gaps, you know, because they're all put together by hand, and you'll get gaps in the doors, or, you know, the windows don't close quite right. But not the case with this car. You don't hear any air leaking through as we drive along. The gearbox shifts perfectly. There's really nothing bad to say about this car. I'll say it again. I've owned dozens of these, and this is the nicest one I've ever come across. See, all of our gauges are reading exactly how they should, and we're just cruising. You can hear the leather inside the car creaking a little bit, which is totally normal on these. I mean, there's so much leather work in these cars, so anything that rubs a little bit as you go over the bumps on these country roads, you're going to hear it. Well, that's the video, guys. This is a really special car. It's got crazy low miles. You're never going to see another one like this. You can take it to, you know, your local Bentley get-together, Rolls-Royce club, take it to the meets in your country. This is a special car, and due to its age, you know, it's over the 30-year mark, it can pretty much be exported tax-free to any country in the world. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, you know, I'm over in Australia or I'm in Asia somewhere, well, that's no problem. I export cars all of the time to those parts of the world. We've done it, and we'll do it again. And if you want the car, just get in touch, and if I still have it, we'll make it happen. So thanks for watching the video, guys, and I'll see you next time in the next video with the next car. Bye.